Guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Man Drew, here to do my Chainsaw Man reaction slash review. Wow, I did that so off, but it's going to be fine because from what we're going to get with this chapter, hopefully, we're going to be seeing what's going on with ASA and whether or not she's going to be able to turn DENJI into a weapon. Most likely she won't be able to, but we're going to go see what is going on. And also, I should let you know that we're going to be on a 2-week break, which is fine. Chainsaw Man's going to be inconsistent with his release schedule, which is, you know, fine. Fujimoto does what he does, and he's going to do what he do now that he's doing Chainsaw Man the way that he wants, I guess. So let's just dive right into this reaction and see what's going on. So we're just diving right into it with Chainsaw Man chapter 118, saying goodbye, as we see the flock, or should I say a murder of crows, flying past the building. We see a telephone pole, and we see Asta, or should I say Yoru, about to touch DENJI and try to transform him into a weapon, and nothing happens. And what is even more hilarious about this entire situation is that we just have 2 pages of DENJI, Yoru, touching DENJI and saying DENJI spinal cord sword. It happens 4 times, and it's like one is an entire page, and then she says it with like one is like an entire panel, and then you have like half of the panel where she says it again, and then nothing happens, and then she says it again, nothing happens, she says it again, nothing happens. And DENJI's just, this is stupidly funny, and DENJI it's not even really that hilarious. It's just explaining it, it's just so funny. Yeah, there's going to be a few pauses like this in the episode, most likely, but that's because of where I live. So let's just keep going. And this is just going to be so funny. And the next page, we're going to be getting... Okay, to explain what I'm laughing about, after she does this the entire time, DENJI comes up out of nowhere, touches on her on the head, and it says ASA spinal cord sword, and then you just have Yoru looking with this facial expression of and then DENJI's just like, that's a fun way to say goodbye, see ya. I promise you, this legit just makes me laugh for how stupid it is. And even Asa is looking at Yoru, is like, what the heck are you doing? Thank crap he didn't turn into a weapon. As you just have Asa's like, why couldn't I turn him? You'd hit it off so well. And then you just have her like, it means he doesn't like me that way, right? Not that I care, since I don't like him either. Aww, she's trying to like ignore her feelings, as Yoru's like, no matter. We discovered that we can also share emotions like affection. We'll take our time winning the boy's heart while we search for Chainsaw Man. You barely slept while you were trapped in the aquarium, right? I'm tired. I'll go to sleep. Or I'm going to sleep. Okay. And she's like, what's the deal with that girl who trapped us in there? Isn't she your big sister? As you have Yoru saying, yeah, that was the famine devil. I haven't seen her in so long that I didn't recognize her. And then you just have Yoru saying, famine is crazy. Whatever you do, steer clear of her. Even though she's your family? Aww. As you just have like Asa just slamming into the bed, or Yoru slamming onto the bed sleeping. It's like, hey, take a bath before you bed. As you just have Yoru on the bed, just sleeping, as Asa's just in the astral projection form, sitting on the bed and just contemplating about what's going on, most likely, about DENJI. Yep, as I thought, she's contemplating about DENJI, and it's like, he said those things, but he doesn't like me. Excuse me? Even after all that, he doesn't like me? And she's just laying on the bed, just realizing, he doesn't like me at all. Unbelievable. He's so irritating. I hate him. Here's my super bestest ever date plan. The local movie theater is running an all-night movie marathon tonight. We'll watch mummy movies non-stop until 2 a.m. for only 20 yen. Awesome, right? Let's do it. As you just have Asa's like, it costs 200 yen or 2,000 yen? Huh? But you can watch as many mummy movies as you want. Wouldn't video rentals be cheaper? I don't want to go any pricey date. I don't want to go on any pricey dates. What are you talking about? It's $20. Like less than $20. As you just have to just like, I mean, sure, that works too. You got a VCR at home? No. What about you? I do. Oh, this is going to be fun. Then let's do it at your place. It's cheaper that way. You want to come over? As Denji has the facial expression of, oh no, he's sweating. He's like, what is that? No good? We don't have a date? We don't have a date then. As Denji's like, no way. Okay, we can watch movies at my place. But on one condition, you have to follow our home's rules. As you just have Asa's like, huh? Rules? Yeah, ones you can't break no matter what. What happens if you break them? Oh gosh. That loud noise of a truck is going to be in the video, I guess. Okay, this is interesting though. We're getting more rules about Denji's home life, which I mean, it's probably going to involve the fact that he has a literal kid in the house that is the control devil, and that's probably going to have something to do with that. So let's see what those rules are. Worst case scenario, you break the rules and you die. What? As you just have one of the class presidents coming in is like, did he say die? As the chapter ends there. Oh, okay, yeah, this was a shorter chapter than what I thought it was going to be, but okay. Ooh, this is very interesting. So, review time, I guess. Overall, once again, this was just a really good chapter for Chainsaw Man. I mean, all Chainsaw Man chapters are just good inherently from the storytelling perspective on its own, but this one was weirdly comedic, and not like comedic and like, oh yeah, they're doing things that like make you laugh, but it's just, I found this chapter very humorous and very entertaining when it comes to just the entire like 2 to 3 pages of just Asa, or should I say Yoru, trying to transform Denji into a weapon, and then Denji just doesn't do it at all, which he responds with doing the exact same thing, saying that it's a funny goodbye. So that just made me laugh. That was just funny to me. But even then, we're getting a little bit more conflict with this type of relationship. And weirdly enough, I find it funny that this is going to be a main focus of this arc, more or less. That it's just going to be a Asa and Denji go out on dates arc, which I find it hilarious. And I also just enjoy how, even though Asa seems to have feelings for Denji, she still treats him this way. She's somewhat very cold to him, and Denji is like a little bit more airheaded to an extent, or is very much like cautious of like going out with her. And she believes that Denji doesn't like her, but in reality, she's kind of right. We don't know how Denji actually feels about Asa. He could have feelings for her. He could have no feelings for her. He may want to be in a relationship with her. He may just want to date her and go something with her. We just don't know. But the fact that she is going on a date with him and Denji's the one that's enacting it, and because we know Denji as a character, most likely than not, he does like her, but he's being very cautious about liking her because the last woman that he liked ended up being killed by someone that he also liked, and now he's introducing someone else that he may like to the person in a reincarnation form that killed the person that he liked. You see probably where Denji's going to be very cautious bringing Asa to his home, and we didn't get the rules for what can and can't happen in Asa's house or in Denji's house when he brings Asa over, so most likely that is going to be something that is going to be discussed within the next chapter that's coming out in 2 weeks, but we're going to be seeing a lot of Denji going out on a date with Asa, as well as we get to see more information about how Yoru and Asta's interactions with the world are working out, how Yoru to an extent doesn't seem to have a good relationship with Famine, or the idea that Famine is crazy. That's something else that's probably going to come up a little bit later on into the story, and I can't wait for that to be elaborated more. We get to understand that they're able to share feelings with one another, which means that if, you know, Asa eventually falls in love with Denji, and then Yoru eventually discovers that Denji is Chainsaw Man, she may have feelings for Chainsaw Man, and she may have feelings for Denji, as they are one and the same, and that's going to be very interesting and add some complexity to Yoru as a character, because her main objective is to kill Chainsaw Man, but now she has to kill someone that she cares about to assumedly regain someone else that she may have had feelings or cared about via the war devil, or via the nuclear weapons devil more specifically. So this is going to be a very interesting dynamic that was kind of introduced in this chapter and like kind of touched on in the last chapter, and I can't wait to see where potentially Yoru may falling in love with Denji could come into play. And Asa, she says that she hates him, but we know for a fact that she does like him to an extent, because Yoru likes Denji to a certain extent. So that's going to be more interesting to see where that's going to be developing from this story moving forward. But yeah, next chapter we're going to be seeing them going on a date at Denji's place. Also, I enjoyed the comedic aspect of like, yeah, we're going to the movies for like $20. Why not just do that at home? Like, we can rent movies for that price, which, oh, I keep forgetting that this is set in like the past. This is set in like the 1990s, the 1980s. So yeah, a $20 movies, yeah, that would be expensive. And like renting a movie at home, that may be like $10 max for multiple movies. So yeah, and because it's Japan, they probably have like those record stores, those they literally said VHS, and I can't believe I didn't put two and two together. Yeah, so yeah, it makes sense for that, and it was still comedic. I feel sorry for people who are reading this and do not know what a VHS tape is or what it means to rent one of them. Oh gosh, I'm actually very old. But yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see where the rules come from, to see how that date plays out, as well as getting to see the president hearing this conversation, hearing about dying, and potentially inviting himself over to Gigi's place. And potentially this is where we discover that Asa or Yoru discover that he's Chainsaw Man, or maybe something about the Control Devil she discovers, a relationship between them, maybe. We just don't know, but I can't wait to find out within the next chapter. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed this chapter, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction, hopefully you enjoyed this review. And if you did, leave your thoughts down below what you thought about the chapter, leave a like on the video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell to be notified for whenever I upload more content like this. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye! Oh gosh. Oh me, oh my. There we go. Bye guys.